What Sold Show, where I show you everything that sold yesterday. So today, let's see, I think it's 7 items, 6 on eBay and then 1 on Poshmark. So let's start with the 1 on Poshmark because I'm actually kind of really happy about it. Usually my sales on Poshmark are not, they're small fry type sales. But this is a Johnny Was piece, and this is the label. There's the tag, and it's just it's like a cover up. It took me a little bit to convince myself that it was actually real. I had to look it up on eBay. I mean, it took forever to find comps for it, because it's not a typical style from Johnny Was, but it's definitely not fake. That is for sure. But it's basically like a swimsuit cover-up tunic sort of situation. It's very sheer, but it's got the most beautiful embroidery. I don't know if you can see that. It's so pretty. This sold on Poshmark for $75. It did take a little while. I've had this, I don't even know. Let's look it up. I've had it for too long, to be honest. Perhaps Johnny Was does not sell as quickly as it used to. Okay, so, well, I guess the end of November, so that's not terrible. And let's see, I bought this. Okay, it says denim and pearls. What's denim and pearls? I know what Denim and Pearls is. It's a thrift store that opened in a town, a couple towns away from us. So I don't get there very often. And I use the word thrift store very lightly because it's a nonprofit and it benefits an association or an organization which, does a lot of good in our community. But it's more of a boutique feel. I think they want to get every last penny they possibly can from all of these donations. And so their prices are very high. And I'm not just saying that as a reseller. I'm saying it as a shopper for my family. For example, one time I went and there was a beautiful Gap Christmas dress. And it was for my daughter, who at the time was, I think, 5. So it was a couple of years ago. Maybe it was 1 year ago. They haven't been open that long. Anyway, whatever it was. Gap is not a premier top-level brand at all. And it was new with tags, but it wasn't, an outrageous price on the tag. So when I took it, when I grabbed it off a rack, I didn't realize that it didn't have a price on it. So I brought it up to the register and gave it to the lady, and she's like, oh, it's not blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so she said, okay, it's $50. What? This dress, you wouldn't even pay $50 in the Gap store for this dress, let alone at a thrift store. So I'm afraid I kind of let my reaction show to her, but I don't know. Sometimes it just seems, I don't know. It seems a little ridiculous, for lack of a better word, what some thrift stores feel they can charge for things. And I do understand, like I said, this thrift store, they're benefiting an organization that does great things in our community, but that does not then translate that gives them a right to charge someone the same price as they would pay in a thrift store. I mean, in a retail store. You're just not going to make money that way. You really aren't, and you're not going to last, because now, granted, it is in a town that has a lot of old money, so maybe there are people there who are happy to pay $50 for a Gap child's dress. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not going to ever pay $50 for a Gap dress for myself or my daughter at a thrift store. That's just not how I operate. But perhaps I'm more frugal than some. Anyway, all of that being said, they wanted $50 for a Gap new tags dress for a child. But then also I got Johnny Was for $19. So that's how it goes. And I sold the Johnny Was for $75 on Poshmark. I would never be able to sell a Gap dress for even $50 online. Maybe 20 if I'm lucky. Anyway, so don't know how we fell down that rabbit hole. All right, so that was my one sale on Poshmark. Now moving on to eBay sales. Okay, so y'all know I love to source from online auctions. So several months ago, I got a whole bunch of McDonald's Beanie Babies merch. And one of those things that I got was several different types of hats. This is one of them. This is Team NASCAR racing team, and it has the 94 in the back. It's snapback, and I don't think it's ever been worn. It's never been worn. So this sold for $7, and I paid about 25 cents a hat. So it's awesome. I have them priced at $9.99. And it was a multi-quantity, so it's one of those things where you take one set of photographs, you make one listing, and then you just let it ride as they all sell one by one. Slowly, not slowly, whatever. But when you think about it, it says I have 6 more available, so even if I don't remember if I've sold any of these yet, because like I said, there were several different styles. So even if you think, okay, I just had 7, priced at $10 each. This one sold at $7. Let's say they all sell at $7. That's $49 in sales for the time it took me to make one listing. That's a no-brainer for me. I know other people operate differently, and that is totally cool. That's why I love reselling, because we can all do it our way, whatever works for us. Okay. This one is a funny one. It's so funny. Okay, so y'all know my Hoarder House haul videos, okay, which we still have 2 or 3 more to do. We just don't have time. I don't even have words to describe what our schedule is with 4 children, and I don't know, it's just a lot. So as soon as we have time, we're gonna film the rest of the videos, which I'm sure you all are waiting with bated breath. Anyway, but you know that all the inventory came to me free of charge. And so not all of it is worth listing. The vast majority is worth listing. Some of it is just straight to the trash pile. Some of it is better just donated because it's really not worth the time. And then the vast majority, like I said, is listed. Or good enough to list. It's not listed yet. We're still working on that. But every once in a while we came across something that, you know, there's a little bit of debate between me and my husband about whether it was worth listing or not, if anyone out there would be willing to purchase this item. And this is one of them, and I'm happy to say that it was me that said someone would buy it, and my husband was like, no, just throw that away. And since it was me, I just have to rub that in many, many times. The reason he thought it would be absolutely worthless is because it is from a Christian school that's not that far from us in the town of Woodbridge, and I'm pretty sure it's actually defunct now. It's no longer in existence. So the likelihood of someone out there wanting this shirt is very slim indeed. So it says Woodbridge Christians got, what, 11 there, or I don't know what that means, or Division 2, I don't know, because it's got the number 3 on the back. And then, I'm so excited. And then it has the, just the vintage tag on the inside and all of that. It's crew neck, pullover, single stitch, all the things. So I put it up and I just priced it at $9.99 because obviously I don't want to, you know, hang on to this forever. I do want to make a point. And wouldn't you know it, someone sent me an offer for $5. I can't even tell you how fast I hit accept because there really aren't that many people in the world who want this shirt. I can admit that. But I knew that it would sell, and it did sell in very short span of time, which is amazing. Okay, so $5, no cost to me, And winning an argument with my husband, absolutely priceless. Do we all remember those MasterCard commercials? Absolutely priceless. Okay, coming down off that high. Next, this is cool because, okay, I gotta look these up. My husband and I were together when I sourced these. So I think it was while we were on a coffee and saying it backwards, pickup and coffee show. Let me see. Okay, so these have been listed less than a week and they sold, which is amazing. I paid $9.50 for them. And oh yeah, I got them from Great Falls Thrift. So that was definitely on a pickup and coffee show. They sold for $30. So I basically 3 times my money, which is totally cool. And these are just like a Nike, well, they are Nike. Cole Haan Nike Air. Purple suede lace-up shoe. It actually was fairly difficult to describe these. I have to say that because they're kind of like a sneaker. I guess they are a sneaker. They have an athletic look to them. I don't know. Anyway, they sold for $30 full price. So we're happy about that. We are happy about that. I love when things sell in a reasonable amount of time like that. And for me, a week, that's amazing. This next one is so cute. Who even knew? Okay, I did not know this, but these little ornaments, the s'mores ones, they are collectible. So if you ever see them hanging in the bags on the racks at like Goodwill or Unique or Savers or whatever, really worth your time. This one sold for $8 and it's just a s'more on a s'more board. Isn't that hilarious? So it sold for $8. I'm really not sure. Let me see. I'm sure I got him in a bag or a lot or something. Okay, this says I paid $1. And he was listed in December. Oh, it says I got it from Hope's Treasures. Okay, so I paid it. I bought this individually, so that's cool. $1 and $8. Not too shabby. We love to see it. Okay, so next, okay, this one. Okay, I'm just sorry, I got distracted. I saw the buyer's name and it's weird. I wish I could read it out loud, but it's really funny, but I can't read it out loud because I don't want to violate his privacy. Okay, this is a Super Mario plush. This guy is super tiny, okay? He sold for $25. And I am pretty sure, let me look this one up. I'm pretty sure this came from an Epic, how is it not on my mini stuffed? Yes, okay, Super Mario plush. Let's see if that pulls it up. Oh, why did it not come up? Okay. Oh, okay, so this has been listed for almost 3 years. That's ridiculous. But I got it at Salvation Army. They had a massive cardboard box, huge, by the register, and it was full of stuffed animals and ones that I knew would sell. And so I asked how much they were, and the cashier was like, oh, it's free, because I had my little kids with me at the time. Oh, it's free, your kids can pick some out. I'm like, no, I want to buy them. I need to pay for them. Because I didn't say it, but like I resell. I can't take these for free when you're, anyway. So he's like, okay, well, 10 cents each. I'm like, I can do 10 cents each. So I ended up getting quite a few stuffed animals, and many of them have already sold. I do still have a few lingering, but this sold for $25. So I would say 10 cents into $25 is pretty great, right? Pretty great. Okay, and then my very last sale, which I've just been nattering on and on and on here. Sorry about that. My very last sale here today is a fun one. It is a set of 5 alabaster eggs, multicolored, and I put in there Easter as one of my keywords, and that's probably why they sold, because Easter is coming. So this is what they look like. They're not super large, just different colors. So beautiful, actually. I'm not really someone who decorates from season to season. I do Christmas, but my kids want me to do more, but it's a lot for me to handle. And then the little baby one. So those sold for $15. Nothing spectacular. I would not run out and buy them, pay tons of money for them, but you know, 15 bucks if you can pick them up at a yard sale for a quarter each. And I picked them up somewhere for $2, and they have been listed since November. Oh, they came from an auction, so that's what. Anyway, so that is what I have going out the door today, which is, I'm very excited about all of these things selling. We love it so much. And I've had some good sales today. I cannot complain at all. I would love it though if, I can't complain, but I would love it if the other platforms would kick in with a sale today. That'd be awesome. Okay, so make sure you tune in tomorrow to see what sold today. Thanks for watching, guys, so much.